What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I like this episode. It felt really good. This episode, I enjoyed it. Some people might see it as a filler episode or whatever, but I liked it. I really did. It was a lot of romance today, for the most part. You know, a lot of couples. And I enjoyed it. You know, it was fun. And we got a little bit of, you know, movement in the Obrecht stuff. You know what I mean? So it was a good balance of things today. First of all, Nina, it's about damn time Nina started opening her eyes to see that, you know, and start taking responsibility for what she did with her big mouth the night of the nurse's ball. You know, and she realized that if it wasn't for her mouth, Shiloh would have never knew that Willow had a child if she didn't open up her big ass mouth. So now she realizes that and she's sorry about it, you know, and it's about time because she has been riding this woman's ass since she met her. Like, she has been, you know, against Willow since day one. Like she antagonizes this girl every time she sees her. And it's about time that she owes her an apology, and not just for running her mouth, but, you know, for things that she said about her before. I feel like she owed her an apology. Because every time she saw Willow, she always attacked her. And a lot of times it was for no reason. Hell, all the time it was for no reason. I knew when... It was so funny, though, because when she was telling Obrecht about the story and stuff like that, about what she did, Obrecht was nonchalant. Obrecht didn't give a damn. She didn't care nothing about what Nina was talking about. She was like, "Did you push me off the ledge?" Nina was like, "No." She was like, "Okay then, so whatever you're talking about don't really matter at this point." I love Obrecht. Obrecht is crazy. Like, the way she was talking about how kids, you know, they hurt themselves and stuff like that. Obrecht is nuts. I'm like, first of all, Obrecht, the child is barely a year old. How could a 1-year-old, an 11th-month-old child hurt themselves like in the way that she's talking about? I'm like, Obrecht is crazy. See, this is why Britt grew up the way she grew up. With a mother like Obrecht, I swear to God, you do not need enemies. I'm just saying, Obrecht is crazy. Like, as much as Obrecht loved Britt, she always was so hard on her. I could never grow up with a parent like Obrecht. Like, with no type of emotion, you know what I'm saying? Just straight hard. Like, you just always gotta be rough, you know? Like, you're supposed to be tough, but you're supposed to be caring and loving and emotional at the same time. You're not getting any of that with Obrecht. Like, it's always tough, tough, tough all the time. I'm like, damn. Like, you're not getting the type of mom that'll bake you some cookies or to give you a Christmas present. You're dealing with the type of mother who will basically tell you to go make your own cookies and put a lump of coal in your Christmas present. I'm just saying, like, the woman is crazy, but I love her, though. I love the little banter that she always has with Valentine and stuff like that, because Valentine knows that Obrecht still knows that secret, and she basically has him by the cojones. So the last thing you want to do is piss her off. I knew when Willow went to go have that interview, because she was basically trying to become a nanny and stuff for a child. I had a feeling that the child was going to be Charlotte. I knew it. Especially when the lady who was conducting the interview was talking about how, you know, the mother is technically the stepmother, so you're going to have to coordinate the visitation with the biological mother. As soon as she said stepmother, I knew she was talking about Nina and Valentine. I knew it. I knew the child would be Charlotte. I knew it. I said, damn. I knew it. And then as soon as she said, oh, the parents was going to join us for the last part of the interview, and I remember Valentine rushed into the hospital room and told Nina that they had an engagement that they had to be at. So I was like, yep, they're the parents. And lo and behold, as soon as she said, oh, here come the parents now. Here come Nina and Valentine. I said, I knew it. It's not even shocking. I knew it. Because when they came in there and stuff, you know, Nina, I do respect the fact that Nina tried to apologize to Willow. But Willow never really gave her the option to apologize, because Willow just, you know, wanted to avoid any type of argument and stuff like that. And I don't blame Willow for not, you know, allowing Nina to say anything and stuff like that, because she's so used to Nina attacking her every time she sees her that she just thought it was going to be the same thing. So, Willow decided that she, had she would have known that the parents were Nina and Valentine, she would have never applied for the job. And I can't say that I blame her. Why would you want to work for two people that basically had something to do with you getting fired in the first place? Why would you want to work with them? But like I said, I do commend Nina for, realizing her mistake, taking responsibility for it, and being big enough to genuinely apologize or attempt to apologize. I do respect that, but she hopefully soon she'll have a chance to really get to Willow and apologize without being cut off, hopefully, because she does owe her an apology. Like, she's been downright cruel to this girl since day one, and it's not fair, always attacking her every time. So anyway, moving on from that, Valentine, of course, was pissed that Sasha decided to stay in Port Charles and stuff like that. On the one hand, I understand where Valentine is coming from. Like, the longer she stays in town, the more the secret is going to come out. But on the other hand, I kind of get where Sasha coming from, because logically it does make sense. I mean, if Sasha leaves town and travels the world or go back to her hometown, it's going to hurt Nina more so. How do you justify her daughter not being in town? Her long lost daughter that she spent 20 years not even, she thought she lost the kid. You know what I mean? And 25 years later, she finally got her back, and she's supposed to just leave town and not be a part of her life. That's not going to work. Nina's going to constantly call her and invite her out or go see her and stuff like that. So you're not just going to get rid of her that easily. So Valentine should have thought this out more thoroughly. And he needs to realize, whether he likes it or not, he can try to cover his ass all he wants to. This secret is bound to come out at some point. It's bound to come out. One way or another, the secret is going to come out. He's going to be screwed. So he might as well just get in front of it and try to tell Nina the truth. But in his mind, he probably thinks, oh, well, it's too little too late. Not really. I mean, he's definitely going to lose Nina, but at least you don't have to be blackmailed by somebody, and you don't have to deal with other people knowing this secret, because between Obrecht and Sasha, it's going to come out at some point. So he might as well just get with the program. Anyway, moving on from that, I did like the scene with Chase and Willow and Sasha and Michael. I've seen so many people say that they prefer Willow and Michael together and stuff like that. I understand it, because here's the thing. Michael has chemistry with Sasha. He has chemistry with Willow. Two separate types of chemistry, but he has chemistry with both women. My thing is, I like the relationships the way that they are. I like Chase with Willow. I like Michael with Sasha. I like it. I think that they should stay where they are. If the writers decide to change it, I'll be fine with that too, because he got chemistry with, both women. But I do like Chase and Willow together. Like, Chase genuinely cares about Willow. She feels comfortable telling Chase her business and her secrets and stuff, even though she leans on Michael too for support. But I do like them together. They're cute together. Sasha and Michael are cute together, even though their relationship right now is purely physical at this point. But I think it could be more than physical between Sasha and Michael. But the only hurdle is this damn secret that Sasha's keeping. That's the only hurdle between her and Michael, because we don't know what Michael's going to do when the truth comes out. Like, will he accept it and forgive her, or will he kick her to the curb because he's tired of people lying to him and stuff like that? Even though the secret she's keeping has nothing to do with Michael, but still, I think Michael's at a point now where he's tired of dealing with manipulative, lying women. Even though Sasha is nothing like Nell, and she's not manipulative, she's actually, what she's doing is for the right reasons. Is she going about it the wrong way? Of course, but I understand her reasoning for doing it. It doesn't make it right, though, but I understand it. And she did get paid for it, but I mean, it was the right reasons. Like, I get it, But I don't know if Michael's going to understand it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Only time will tell when the secret actually does come out. We don't know yet. But I did like the idea of this little softball game and stuff like that. ELQ versus the PCPD. I thought it was pretty cool. I wish that we could have actually seen the actual game. But it's pretty cool that they do stuff like that. This little softball game and stuff. I think it was cool. Michael was pissed, though, because Chase threw a wild ball and hit Michael in the damn ribs with the ball, I don't blame Michael for being pissed. Like, it's softball. This ain't baseball and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, softball, you ain't supposed to be throwing wild balls and, you know, all that crazy stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Chase did it on purpose, subconsciously. If he subconsciously did it on purpose. You know, because all the time Michael been spending with Willow. I wouldn't be surprised because Chase was very nonchalant about it. And Michael seemed really hurt, like, you know, his ribs and stuff was hurting and stuff. And Chase was all smiling and nonchalant about it. And Michael looked serious. Michael was not smiling. So I was like, damn. That's what made me think he kind of subconsciously in his mind kind of did it on purpose. But he claimed it was an accident. Chase, you're not slick. I thought the Sam and Jason scenes were cool. You know, Sam wanting to remove the tattoo that Shiloh gave her and stuff. And she even said that she would offer Carol and Harmony and Willow her plastic surgeon so that way, you know, he can get their tattoos off as well. But Jason didn't know if they really wanted the tattoos off of them. I think Willow would, though. I think all of them would want the tattoos off of them. It's just a matter of money. Like, they all can't afford to get the tattoos off. See, Sam can afford it, you know, but they can't. But Sam is offering to pay for it and stuff like that. So I think if Sam's offering to pay, I think all three of the ladies would agree to do it. You know what I mean? Why would they want Shiloh's mark on them for the rest of their lives? So I'm actually happy that Sam wanted to do that. So anyway, moving on from that. I did like the scenes with Jordan and Chase. I mean, not Jordan and Chase. Jordan and Curtis. See, I'm getting everybody all mixed up today. But I like their apartment, though. Their apartment is comfortable looking. It's cozy. It's nice. I like it. Jordan is definitely inching and chomping at the bit to get back to work because you see how she was at the PCPD, all up in her element. But I am happy that Mac is briefing her on the cases and stuff and what happened with Obrecht. You know, he's keeping her apprised of what's going on, which I think is cool. You know, so that way when she eventually does come back to work, at least she's not, you know, lost in the shuffle and don't know what's going on. You know, and it makes her feel needed that she's being kept in the loop on what's going on with some cases and stuff like that. So at least she feels needed, you know. But I just feel like in the back of my mind, I feel like Mac should stay in as commissioner because I feel like he's doing a great job running the department. He's not, you know, incompetent. He's actually doing a good job so far. I could definitely see Jordan and Curtis having a kid at some point one day. Even though they haven't spoke about kids yet and stuff, I could definitely see them. I think Curtis is definitely open to having kids, but Jordan, I don't think she wants another child at this point because TJ is an adult now, and I don't know if she wants to start over again, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's kind of cool to see Franco and Liz in sleuth mode, you know, acting like little junior detectives and stuff, trying to figure out who pushed Obrecht over the banister and the Haunted Star and stuff like that. Because it was kind of funny because Franco came in there talking about something we accidentally threw basically a murder mystery party. A little mystery party, even though it wasn't murder, but it was kind of funny though. But Franco needs to understand, like, the PCPD, they are taking this seriously. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have a whole lot of evidence to go on because the picture that Franco showed Mac was of somebody's pant leg in their shoe. That's not a whole lot to go off. You know what I mean? But what's baffling to me is because they said that due to surveillance footage, they know for a fact that it wasn't Hayden that pushed her. So if you got surveillance footage, shouldn't the surveillance footage show who did? You know, I mean, Obrecht does have a lot of enemies. So it's kind of surprising that even Obrecht don't know who pushed her. I'm like, it could have been Valentine, it could have been Brad. Any one of them would, you know, have issue with her. Some people were suggesting that it was Heather Weber. I don't believe it was Heather Weber. I don't believe that for 2 seconds. One, because Heather Weber has never, to my knowledge, she's never interacted with Obrecht. Why would she push Obrecht? Two, Heather Weber would have revealed herself at the reception. Because I know how Heather Weber operates. She would have never kept quiet and just pushed Obrecht and left. That's not her Heather's style. She would have definitely popped up at the ceremony and revealed herself to Franco. That's more Heather Weber's style. So pushing Obrecht for no reason and not coming forward, not her. That's out of character for her. So I don't believe it was Heather. It was somebody, but who knows? You know what I mean? Like, this woman has enemies. Could have been anybody at this point. So hopefully they figure out who. I did enjoy the little banter between Obrecht and Elizabeth, because Elizabeth was genuinely trying to help Obrecht. Obrecht was her snarky self. I was like, Obrecht did not have to go hard on Liz. She was just trying to help her. But anyway, like I said, I enjoyed this episode. It was pretty cool. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.